What's up YouTube? Welcome back to this channel where I help you to get started in property investment. In this video, we are going to look into speculation in property investment. Coming right up after this. Real estate speculation is very easy. It involves buying the property over and sell it at a higher price within a short period of time. Now, the key is time. This time is very short. What speculation in property essentially is that predicting the future that the market price of that particular property increase. Seriously? Now, if you are going to invest in property, to be honest, don't do this because it is very risky. Words of caution here, don't speculate property because property is not meant for speculation. Now, instead of speculating property, you should be doing the other strategy, which is much safer. Stay until the end where I share with you how to do that. Here are the 5 reasons why you shouldn't speculate property. Number 1, there is no way for you to predict the market over the short period of time. I can almost certainly guarantee you if you're going to speculate on the property within a short period of time, the likelihood for you to fail is very, very high. Property takes time to transact. Now, changing ownership from one to another, it takes time. So your money will actually stuck in there for the period of time. It means that your property, your money is exposed. Property is not stocks. So it takes time for the property to change ownership. So if you were to put money in the property and then you need to bear the time where your money is actually stuck in the property. Number 3, unnecessary liability and debt over the property. Unless you use your own money, if you are using the capital from loans, then you have problem to repay if you're unable to sell the property on time. Number 4, property is not FMCG, not fast moving consumer goods. So property is essentially one of the biggest purchase in most of the people. And therefore, it means that you have limited buyer to buy your property. Number 5, property requires huge upfront costs. Besides down payment, there are other costs, for example, like legal fees. Now, when it involves huge capital upfront, it means that your risk exposure is high as well. Unless you have pile of money to back you up, don't do speculations because it will never work. Now, instead of speculating property, you should be doing flipping strategy instead. And flipping strategy is much safer. Flipping strategy involves 5 simple steps. Now, I don't want to get this video with all the details because it will get super long. But the nutshell, it works like this. Step number 1, research for the right property. Now, this involves for you to do a lot of analytical skill that look into the listing websites out there, talking with the agents to find the right property. What I mean is that to look for the right property in the right market. So you have to look into the property against the audience in that particular location. Pair it together and you have the right property. Step number 2, once you found the property, you negotiate for the price. Talk to the agents, talk to the owner and get the price that you want. And remember, you always buy below market value. Step number 3, get the loans, get the financing to finance the property that you want to buy. Step number 4, once you acquire the property, add value to it. For example, if you need to touch up the unit, touch it up. If you want to install the new cabinet, install the new cabinet. If you want to improve on the roof, add the new tiles, by all means, add it. But make sure that you look into the cost and the budget that you have. Make sure you don't overrun your budget so that you can have maximize on your profit. Step number 5, flip the property. Once you added value to the property, then appoint an agent to sell it for you. And if you already know how to do it, you can list your property on the internet and sell it yourself. After that, make profit once the property is sold.
This is awesome.
The key to be successful in property investment is to find the right property. Now, I have written this book, Best Time to Invest in Property, yesterday, where I share how to find the right property for investment. Now, regardless where you're coming from, it can be in the US, in the UK, in Thailand, in Australia, it doesn't matter, because it's exactly the same way how we look into the market, by looking into a lot of criteria. Now, it is always the same. Now, one of the things that I want to share is that property business is always about dealing with human. It's a people's business. So when you understand where is the demographic, what kind of property they want, so it makes much easier for you to find the right property. Now, which I share in this book. And obviously you can get the book in the description below. Until next time, I see you in the next video.